So, as my man mentioned, when I'm not doing this, I rap, which is something people used to do. Uh, so this is you guys know "Forgot About Dre," right? The Dre and Eminem record, or are you guys like 16? You know, right? Wicked. All right, cool. So that was the like the bed of the mixtape. That was kind of the concept of the tape. And so this is called "Forgot About Rap." Take it back to the pen and the pad shit. Take it back to the beats and the rap shit. Everybody wanna turn up ratchet, but none of these MCs can rap shit. Step back, he's about to get hyper. I'm about 16s in a cipher. I'm about grabbing the mic and cutting through, and you don't need no beat switch or ad libs or no count ins to the drop. You catch it, cause all you ever did was this rap shit. And all you ever knew was this rap shit. So you gotta keep it true to this rap shit. No kumbaya, no more, I'm attacking. For you whack MCs, everybody tag a whack MC. You know them, I should get my money back MCs. Them A big man reload the track MCs. Anytime you learn to catch the beat, real stand-up guy, and I'm back on my feet waiting for Doc to drop 2018. Like, hey, Dre, hit me up. I been had ammo, my clips is up, posted at the protest when my fist is up, ready for war till the system fixes up. It's still fuck the Ku Klux when some men make it, them men turn Judas. Little man graduated from the school bus, my alma mater, fuck them, do us. That's peace, love, unity, having fun in the community. You can hashtag this, Snapchat this, but tell me, little man, can you rap that shit, good God? How we let it get that far? My refund policies, I never spit a whack bar. Real hip-hop artifact. Now let me take it back where I started at. Look, there goes little old me, brown skin kid with a little goatee, right into the beats on my MP3, straight after school watching MTV. They was making a band, I was raising a brand, dreaming and seeing the fans taking the stands, but I knew I would never ever take an advance if it meant selling my soul to make me some bands, riding around bumming that car to 3, that graduation. Pardon me, but it ain't hard to see with all the shit we pulled why I didn't make it to graduation. Too busy studying J and Eminem. These were the days of Aim and Emerson, trying to get me some Bebo love. Why lie though? Still fly though. I was literally sitting in exams writing bars on my hands like, why try though? All I had is a dream and a pad and some FL Studio beats in a biro. Nowadays everybody want to spit like they got something to say, but nothing comes out. This is a reference to mumble rap. But nothing comes out when they move the lips, just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about rap. One day I was walking by with my headphones in, thinking, man, fuck a ad-lib, so I gotta take it back to this rap shit, put them weak-ass raps in the casket, coming back with metaphors and multisyllabics, entendres elastic, with a style so transatlantic. From them times I was running around Manhattan to these times now we're in London town. Shout out to Lean and shout out Abina, shout out to them that stuck around. Gotta watch for the heads, for the feds trying to hunt me down from the trail of MCs that used to breed. That mouth talking shit is now used to bleed. So tell me who's a illa MC. Get a real buzz when I kill a MC. I'm a psycho with a tight flow, doing handstands on a tightrope with my eyes closed on a Facebook live post. My yo, when I don't got Geico, but I got a couple EPs you could buy though, in the trunk right close to the nitro, and I won't hit you back, I'm in flight mode till I touch down, and this is what a beat says, Compton. Politicking with the doc on hip-hop, feeling like Pac and Tim Roth. I'm gridlocked, who got the juice, who got the hoops? Young Bishop, I ain't got too much to lose. Ain't shit funny with them clown-ass raps. Cash me outside, how about that? Well, maybe I will if you actually write some bars, man. How about that? These days, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish, and motherfuckers act like they forgot about rap. And now for a poem. So in Stratford, I don't know if you guys have seen this, there's these kids, they do this every summer outside the station. They have this big boom box, and they just get together and they just like dance for no reason, and it's dope. And that is kind of, I've been in London for like about 7 or 8 years now, and that image of seeing them is kind of like my album cover of London. And so this poem is actually kind of like for London, I guess. Hope hangs like rain on acid drops. Gray overcast, gray overcoat, gray is the key we play in and the mood we dress in. Love is a transaction here. Death waits for no man, woman, or child, or child, or child. Life cheats all of them here. Gray are playgrounds we played in. Gray are gravestones like gray are church mornings where funeral processions meet God. Our lives are tallied in black on the blank canvas of possibilities they sold our parents. Gray are the blurred edges where both meet at a time that is always too late. My city hangs over me like a broken halo. Its men are molded in metal. Its women have never been told a truth. Its young are lovers who know death. Its children are angels who have forgotten God, but its children are the only life left here. Its children make tomorrow worth it. Its children were shackled in waste and squalor, but its children can dance away anything. They meet in open spaces where a familiar BPM powers each's heart. Some from outside the immediate circle move a little offbeat, but everyone is welcome here. Its children are shipwreck philosophers, scholars of impulse and instinct. Its children know poetry like old ladies know God. They trade couplets that punch their way to freedom, blocked out and boxed in, blocks out to hold up their postcodes MVP like an Olympic torch. When you share blood with the street, it becomes your family. Even the white kids sound foreign here. They call it urban. They call it street, they call it road. No, they are as indigenous to this experiment as pillage and empire. This is London. Do not feed the pigeons. Do not feed the homeless. Do not feed the hungry. Feed only those who have gorged on the appetites of the poor. Feed only those who are satiated by the hunger of the underclass. Some say it's a race thing. Some say class. That all lives are not equal. All deaths are not headlines. All the houses they claim to build are not homes, like June 14th, 2017. Your last message read, "Please forgive me if I've wronged you in any way. Please forgive me if I've wronged you in any way." June 14th, the day that black building was laced in ash, the day your neighbor's elderly corpse was disintegrated into the dust it came from because God would not humiliate what was left of her limbs, the day your legacy became a hashtag and your death became a mystery that your life was not worth solving for, the day this country refused to tell the truth. They told us to bury our grief before they let us bury our bodies. London. A place we try to call home. But slave chains leave the hands before they leave the mind. I see people of color and youth. I see people of brick jungles. I see people who refuse to vote for a house that has never voted for them. We all have our otherness in common. Here, in this irony, we build our homes next to each other, holding hands, waiting for the next time London is burning. Thank you. This is called Loose Change. She takes her soya milk latte. You can let your laugh out. And drops her change in the collection box. She's dating a black guy. We sit down. She treats her privilege like a jacket she can take off, forgetting that her clothes were still made by slave labor. She says it's unfair to say all white people are racist. She doesn't like that I call her a white person. She questions why some people persist on categorizing people. I conclude that some means colored. She tells me we're all part of the same human race. We all have the same fears, we all have the same goals. She doesn't see the generations of enslaved corpses in her startup capital. I tell myself, It's not her fault. She sips her soy milk latte and tells me how hip-hop has lost its message. It doesn't speak for the people. Her diamond nose ring glistens in the afternoon light. She got it on her college exchange program in India. She doesn't mention where in India. You know, them ones. She asked me why I take my coffee black. Brown for brown, I tell her. She doesn't get the joke. She doesn't think racial humor is funny. She doesn't like how some people always focus on their differences. I conclude that some means colored. She's dating a black guy. She met him on a volunteering program in the inner city. I conclude that inner city means black neighborhood. She looks me in my eyes and reminds me she didn't vote for Donald Trump. Of course, she's a feminist. She finishes her soy milk latte and we get up to leave. Her face struggles with itself as she tells me she just doesn't understand how racism still exists. I tell myself it's not her fault. Thank you. All right, this is called Modern Man. Modern man, not woman or human, etc., because men are trash, basically. But you can tweet me about it later. This is called Modern Man. God made man in his own image. Then man made God in his own image. Our illest affliction is you don't see what the difference is. Hijack God's verses to make man serve sentences. Modern man say we moved on from past blemishes. But white cast depictions still whitewash melanin. Today's budget still overlooks historical deficits. Do the math. What is the adequate reparation for rape? We speak peace and we teach life and keep your blood alive in us, but your live newscast wouldn't give our deaths 5 minutes. When they die, you change your display picture. When we die, you change the channel. Never hurt more, never cared less. Nothing left to give but forgiveness. Who is today's nemesis? You fought everybody but the devil. Modern man say we are civilized. Say slavery was a sign of its time, we are moral people now. Modern man say we are civilized. Still don't know how to talk to a woman with respect. Still don't know how to look at a woman with respect. Still don't know how to think of a woman with respect. Still don't see that a woman was your past and must be your future. That God put the womb in the woman. That God nested his every prophecy in a woman. That God left man out of the conception of Christ. Don't you get it? Still plant poison in the earth but curse her harvest. Still burn her air but curse its tears. Still take from the poor to appease the rich. Still open malls but close down community centers. Still feed your children to the streets. Still sell dreams with a VAT. Still lie. You still lie. Still lust for your brother's wife. Still covet your neighbor's house. Still tell the youth what they can and cannot become. Still trade education for prices. Still teach terror. Still speak fear. Still sell weapons to tyrants. Still fail to abide by those very first 10 commandments. Yet pass a UN resolution regularly and still do nothing when the devil defies it. You still kill black kids. You still kill black kids like you kill black kids just to try it. Charge them. Never try it. Never charged, never mind. Only so much justice can be sought from a grave anyway. Race is a lie. White supremacy is the apple in the throat of the soul that forgot the colorlessness of its Lord and in its self-worship refuses to swallow for fear of having to taste the reality of God and the frailty of humanity. How wretched is humanity? How beautiful is wretchedness? Jesus died for your sins, not your skins. Every race is at loss when the finish line is caskets and hymns. Life promises you nothing but death. God speaks in sincerity. Hypocrites' tongues are confined in the silent frequencies of time and space. Cemeteries speak of one truth and one truth only. All men were destroyed equal. Thank you. Thank you so much. I saw this wicked video today, man, of these Palestinians that were obviously they're doing their what they're calling the Great Return March, and so they're all kind of stood in sight of Israeli snipers who are killing these guys like they're swatting flies. And there was this video of a group of these young people that were dancing, and it's such a beautiful thing because there was a group of them and they were all dancing, and they've got their faces covered, and behind them you can see all the smoke and the fire, and you know that they're in sight of the snipers, and they just stood there dancing. And it was this, I mean, it's the most gangster shit I've ever seen, but other than that, it was like, you know how we become so accustomed to sharing all these graphic pictures and videos and whatever it is, whether it's that or it's Syria or it's what's happening in with the immigration detention in the US or it's police brutality. We get so used to seeing that we forget how medicinal it is to the spirit of the struggle for us to see that. Does that make sense? To see that these people are alive. They're not corpses that are walking. Does that make sense? They have life in them. And it was just this wicked moment. Anyway, this is my last poem. You guys know on the tube where they say, is anyone not from London here? Wicked. Fuck them. You know how they say that thing where she's like, da-da-da, something, see it, say it, sorted. You know that one? And she's asking you to like report anything that's suspicious or whatever the case is. So that message was kind of the inspiration for this piece. It's called See Something, Say Something.
Have you seen something strange or out of place? If you have a concern about something you've seen or heard that could identify a terrorist threat, why not report it? Call the police in confidence on 0800 786 432. Now you can play your part in helping to tackle terrorism and extremism. It's as simple as see something, say something. Do you work in the public sector? Do you have a student or patient who suddenly stopped shaving his beard? See something, say something now. Have you heard someone speaking Arabic on the train? Are they dressed strangely or carrying a mysterious backpack? Ask yourself, are they brown? It's probably nothing, but your call could save lives. Oh, and do your Muslim neighbors keep bringing you free, delicious food in Ramadan? Call us now on 0800 786 432. That's 0800 786 432. Remember, national security starts with you. See something, say something. A war on citizenry is not a war. A community of spies is not a community. Human rights are not negotiable. Torture does not work. See something, say something. Students are not suspects. 82% of the British population is white. 88% of Schedule 7 detentions at ports of entry and exit are non-white. White supremacy killed Joe Cox. You cannot bomb an ideology. You cannot bomb your ideology into others. Tony Blair is not a peacekeeper. The threat level for a terror attack is not severe or critical. There are less terror attacks in Western Europe today than any other time since the 70s. You are more likely to die from food poisoning than a terror attack. There is no war on fish and chips. I appreciate you, man. See something, say something. You cannot shoot freedom from a gun. You cannot drop freedom from a plane. Democracy cannot be imposed. Democracy cannot be sold. Blood money cannot buy life. There is a genocide in Palestine. They do not hate you for your freedoms and way of life. They hate you because you took theirs. The war on terror created ISIS. There is a genocide in Iraq. The war on terror is not a war. There is no moment of silence for dead Muslims. There is no Facebook photo filter for dead Muslims. There is a genocide in Syria. Your government is still selling weapons to Saudi Arabia. There is a genocide in Yemen. An American drone strike killed 16-year-old American citizen Abdurrahman Anwar al-Awlaki. 6 years later, a commando raid killed his 8-year-old sister. The bullet hole in her neck bled out for 2 hours as she told her mother not to worry. See something, say something. They do not hate you. They just want to live. See something, say something. The bombs we pay for need a target. The bombs we pay for need a target. A surveillance state needs a market. Fear is the most instinctive selling mechanism. A police state needs a suspect. Soon that suspect will be you. See something, say something. I am not at war. Are you? My name is Usaama. Thank you so much, you guys.